Wow. So, on the road to Revolution, AEW Dynamite just delivered an absolutely wild night. We're talking title changes, shocking attacks, and it was all seemingly orchestrated by one man. So let's break down this absolute master plan that unfolded piece by piece.
You know, the crazy thing about the whole night was how every single thread seemed to connect right back to the AEW World Champion. He basically orchestrated a masterclass in mind games and manipulation, all designed to get a massive psychological edge for the pay-per-view. Let's get into how he pulled it off. Okay, so the night kicks off, and right out of the gate, the AEW World title is on the line. This was a huge opportunity for one of the reigning trios champions, Kevin Knight, to step up and make a name for himself in the singles division against a guy who, well, calls himself the best in the world. So this match was a real classic clash of styles, right? On one hand, you've got MJF, who's all about the mind games and taking every shortcut he can. He even pie-faced Knight before the bell even rang. And on the other side, you've got the explosive, high-flying, offensive Kevin Knight, who is just looking to overwhelm the champ. But here's the thing. Despite all of MJF's antics, this was not some throwaway match. As Wade Keller pointed out, it was a fantastic, straightforward, 18-minute bout that told a great story. Knight looked like an absolute star, pushing the champ to his limit before, you guessed it, MJF finds a way to cheat and get the win with his finisher.
Of course, the story doesn't end there. MJF, being the jerk that he is, was about to add insult to injury with his diamond ring, but his Revolution opponent, Hangman Adam Page, hits the ring and makes the save. And that single moment, that really set the tone for everything that was about to happen.
And this is where things just go completely off the rails. A simple post-match stare-down explodes into total chaos, and it directly sets up our main event for the night, and boy, was it a big one.
All right, so let me walk you through this madness. First, Hangman just demolishes his opponent in like 10 seconds and immediately calls out MJF. But before MJF can even answer, the Don Callis family ambushes Hangman from behind. So who comes out for the save? None other than Kevin Knight and his partner Speedball Mike Bailey. Don Callis sees an opportunity and basically dares them to put their trio's titles on the line right then and there. And just like that, boom, we've got ourselves a main event. But okay, believe it or not, the main event drama wasn't the only thing that had people's jaws on the floor. This episode was just packed with other moments that sent shockwaves all through the company. First off, we get a massive, shocking debut. David Finlay, the former leader of Bullet Club in New Japan, shows up, aligns with Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors, and just takes out Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. Looks like we have a new dangerous group on the scene. And as if that wasn't brutal enough, Swerve Strickland sends this terrifying message to his rival Brody King by, get this, choking him out with a steel chain over the top rope. And then there was this moment that got, let's just say, a very different kind of reaction online. The super hyped up AEW television debut of the tag team, The Inspiration, lasted a whole 2 minutes. Yeah. Oh man, the fan response was not great. It was immediate, and it was furious. After weeks of build-up, seeing Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay get defeated so fast in their first TV match just led to this huge wave of outrage online. A lot of people were, really questioning that booking decision. And you think that's it, right? Nope. As if the night wasn't already totally packed, we also had 2 other huge championship matches. First, you had Jon Moxley and Hechicero just beating the tar out of each other for 14 minutes before Moxley gets the win, just continuing his absolute tear. And over in the women's division, Thekla managed to hang on to her title against a super tough, returning Thunder Rosa in a really great 11-minute fight. All right, so all of that brings us full circle, right back to that impromptu main event and, well, the puppet master himself. So, we're in the final crucial moments of the match. Hangman Page has this thing won. He is literally on the ropes, ready to hit his finisher, the buckshot lariat. But then, out of nowhere, MJF shows up. He yanks Hangman off the apron and bam, blasts him with that dynamite diamond ring. The ref's distracted, he doesn't see a thing. And that one moment is all it takes for Kazuchika Okada to hit the Rainmaker on Kevin Knight for the pin. And just like that, it's over. All because of MJF's little master plan. Hangman Page, Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey lose their titles. The Don Callis family are your new AEW World Trios champions. This wasn't just revenge. It was a perfectly calculated strategic strike just days before their biggest match. So where does this leave us? Well, it leaves us with one huge question. MJF didn't just get revenge, he completely dismantled his opponent's confidence and literally took a championship away from him. So, has the champion already won the war before the final battle at Revolution even starts? You gotta wonder.